Hello and welcome to my Ankou bursting, barraging, or chinning guide. Now, for doing an Ankou task, you can melee them, but it's not technically efficient. They're a very fast task unless you have them extended, but even still, it's not very efficient even with the smaller amounts. You can do them in like 4 or 5 minutes if you barrage, burst, or chin them. I don't chin them personally though. I do use magic because it's my preferred style because I would prefer the XP in that skill, but you can chin them if you would like. It's basically the same. For basically anything you barrage in the catacombs, you can actually chin them as well, which is quite nice to be completely honest with you. But they're a good task for XP, so I do recommend a Bracelet of Slaughter, but we'll get into the gear. So as for requirements, if you're going to barrage them, you obviously need the Ancient Magic Spellbook, so you need to do Desert Treasure to unlock this. If you have this unlocked, great, you can do it. If not, you're going to have to unlock it before you can barrage and or burst them, and if you're going to chin them, you don't need this unlocked, so that's kind of good. If you're not planning to do Desert Treasure anytime soon, you can still benefit from this. You just have to chin them, which means everything you see me use in this would be swapped out for basically the equivalent of ranged, almost equivalent. You don't need to have everything maxed to do these. They are very easy to kill. I just have the maxed gear, so I'm going to use it, but like, you don't need it, trust me. You can basically use Proselyte and mage them with 100% accuracy. They have no defense. So as I said, they have no defense, so basically everything you see here can be downgraded completely. I just have max gear, so I may as well use it. So the gear I'm basically just using is just Ancestral full with a Kodai and Arcane, Eternal Boots, Seer's Ring. Now, what you do need is a Bracelet of Slaughter. Basically what it does is, if you kill Ankou and this procs, it will count as not killing the Ankou, but you'll still get the Slayer XP, which therefore means that you keep that kill on your Slayer task, so you can essentially have another Slayer monster to kill on the task, which increases your Slayer assignment by around 30%, which is pretty nice. On average, it's about 30%. Obviously a Slayer Helm, Black Mask imbued, and that would be very good for barraging and or chinning. Obviously it's not imbued, you would have to melee or not use one at all, because the imbue makes it so that the effect for melee with it on counts as well with ranged and mage. So if you're going to mage, I definitely recommend an Occult Necklace as well, and your Best in Slot Cape. I'm going to bring an imbued Saradomin Cape, but I have to use my Max Cape to teleport, so just going to wear that for now. But yeah, basically max gear for the most part. If I put on my imbued cape, you can see that I have an unnecessarily high magic damage. You don't need any of this. Like I said, you could use Proselyte and it will be fine. They have like no defense. They have very low HP as well. You can pretty much one-shot an entire stack of them, which is great. Now the inventory setup, so this is a little bit more optional. So I do have my rune pouch, which you don't need. It just saves me some inventory spaces, but because you have so much free inventory space, you don't actually need it for these. For the other barraging tasks in the game, you definitely do, but for these, you could just have the runes in your inventory. So you just need, if you're gonna barrage, you just need the blood, soul, and death runes, but or water runes if you're going to ice barrage them, but because I have Kodai, it has unlimited water runes, which is really nice, but is obviously very expensive for some people, so it's not necessarily worth it just for the water rune infinite source. However, it does also save runes by, I believe, 20% of them, so it's really good to have if you can afford it, no matter what, if you're going to be barraging. Like I said, the Ancestral doesn't matter, but the wand definitely does. It gives a lot of damage, and it has that, obviously, those proc effects, which is great. I just, like I said, max cape, that's just to get there, so basically just a teleport to your house for that, and a teleport to the bank. Prayer potions you don't need either, unless you're going to be using Augury or Rigor, depending on if you even have those unlocked and or if you're even going to be using them, like I said. So I just have them because I may as well use Augury if I feel like it. I have it unlocked, but you don't even need them. So technically your inventory could be bare with just a Slaughter Bracelet, or just have the one you have it on you, and basically your runes and your teleports. So that's pretty much all you need. Little bit of like basically nothing. You'll be getting a little bit of drops, but you'll be making no money if you do this with Barrage or Chin, by the way. So I'm actually going to bring Proselyte into my inventory just to kind of show that you can use it and you don't actually need to be wearing max gear. So pretty much what we're going to be doing now is going to Karen. So the best way to get there, in my opinion, is basically just teleport your POH. If you have a Karen portal in your house, just use that. And if not, basically just go to world 330 and enter someone's house that's hosting, and you can basically just go into their Karen portal. It's really quick. That, or just have the spell unlocked and just use that, but you would have to be on normal spellbook for that. So basically that's why this is better. So once you're here, investigate the statue, and once you're in, you can now go east. Now another inventory item I didn't bring is darts, and you could bring them if you do care about saving runes, so you can tag the Ankus. However, I don't bring them for Ankus, I just bring them for other tasks, because Ankus are so weak and they die very quickly that you'd be switching it off and on very commonly, so it's not a big deal. So once you hit the warped jellies, which you can also burst in Barrage, by the way, just head a little bit west and you'll see Dagonoths, which are not really good for bursting and barraging. And then once you get past them, you'll see there is the Ankus. So that's not necessarily the best way to get there, but it is a good way. There's also an agility obstacle you can use. So yeah, there's that. So basically, as you can see, I am getting hit, but you don't need food, like I said. So basically just come here, put on your Barrage. Now you do need food, I guess, if you're not using blood spells, but you can use prayer if you're using Chins. But yeah, as you can see, full HP, and that's how that's going. So as you can see, my hits were pretty good, but I had obviously max gear on. So now we're gonna put the Proselyte on, and as you can see, I still hit a 25. I don't know why I picked up Pure Essence, but I did. So as you can see, that's how it's basically turning out with Proselyte. It basically, you basically hit the same amount you would hit, other than the added damage, of course, but you basically see it just hit a 39, and I'm wearing melee gear. It's pretty insane. So like I said, like, you don't need max gear at all to do this. I know I have a code I want and whatnot, but that doesn't make as much of a difference as you would think. Like, it does, but like Proselyte, you'll still be hitting what you were going to hit before, other than your damage that this would give. So I'm just going to put that back on because I can, but as you can see, it was doing very well. But as you can see, obviously I'm going to hit more because of the damage added bonus, but Proselyte still works. It gives you prayer bonus. If you're going to pray, then you can just wear that and it's better for that. So I'm just going to turn my augury on, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. Like I said, they die very quickly. So basically this is just how you do it. You just come here and you basically just barrage them and or chin them, and it's very easy. It's a very fast task. I kind of wish it wasn't as fast because, like I said, it's really good XP. They die really quickly and they give you a decent amount of experience. It's really nice. So yeah, you just have to wait for the spawns. Kind of annoying, but I guess you could tag them with Runelight if you really wanted to, knowing exactly when and where they're going to spawn, which is kind of nice, but I don't have that because I don't really, it's not a big deal, really. I'm not a big, it's not a big bother for me. I just kind of wait, and when they spawn, I basically attack them, get them into a big pile, and I just attack them. See, and this is what I mean. If you have darts, it's not really worth it here because you basically 2 or 3 hit the entire pile of them, and then you'd be taking it on and off and putting your spell back on every time because you have to reset it. It doesn't automatically set once you take your weapon off. It's unset automatically, and you have to reset it completely. So that wouldn't be completely worth it at all. So basically, yeah, you just do this, finish your task extremely quickly, and you get a lot of experience. I believe this can give you around 70,000 Slayer experience per hour, which is actually really nuts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something new. And if you did, please give this video a like. Also, please, if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. I make a lot of other guides, lots of Slayer guides, and I plan to make a lot more. So if you guys do like videos like this, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, like I said, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.